When should you adjust poker hand ranges for stack depth? Have you ever wondered how your stack size affects the hands you should play in poker? Understanding when to adjust your hand ranges based on stack depth is key to improving your game. Let's break it down in a simple way. First, let's talk about deep stacks, which usually means having 100 big blinds or more. In this situation, you can afford to play a wider range of hands. Speculative hands like suited connectors and small pairs become more appealing. Why? Because you have more room to maneuver after the flop. For example, hands like 7-6 suited can flop well and give you strong draws. Here, you typically tighten your preflop range to focus on hands that can lead to strong post-flop holdings. This helps you avoid tricky spots that could cost you chips. Next, we have medium stacks, which are around 35 to 50 big blinds. This is a tricky area where you need to be more cautious. The implied odds start to decrease, and the stack-to-pot ratio becomes lower. Some hands that are great in deep stack situations, like small pairs for set mining, lose value because you risk a larger part of your stack when you miss. However, suited high-card hands and Broadway cards become more playable. You might widen your range a bit, but you also need to tighten up in certain spots based on the situation. Now let's discuss short stacks, which are less than 30 big blinds. In this case, you should tighten your range significantly. Focus on hands that work well in all-in situations, like strong Broadway cards and high pairs. Speculative hands lose their appeal because there is less room for post-flop play. At this stage, being aggressive is key. You might use shoves or smaller raises to take advantage of fold equity and avoid losing chips to the blinds. When adjusting your preflop raising and 3-betting ranges, consider the stack depth. With deeper stacks, you can increase your bet sizes to protect your range and extract value from strong hands. With shorter stacks, smaller sizes or shoves become more effective. Also, keep in mind that the value of top pair or marginal hands changes with stack depth. For instance, top pair with a decent kicker might be a strong hand to call or raise with at 50 big blinds, but it could be weaker at 100 big blinds due to the potential for post-flop play. Lastly, be aware that stack depth affects your opponent's range. If you face a short stack shove, their range is likely tighter and more value-heavy. This means you should be more cautious when calling with marginal hands. In summary, adjusting your poker hand ranges for stack depth helps you optimize your chances of winning. By playing hands that perform best given the amount of chips behind, you can make better decisions and improve your overall strategy.